Good morning, everyone. I am Tara, aka Spirit Mother, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel on YouTube, 1974 Light, or Spirit to Spirit Teachings of Cooking with Yourself, on TikTok, 1974 in Soul, and also live on YouTube. If you're not familiar with my channel, I would suggest and recommend that people go and read the description on my channel, Spirit to Spirit Teachings of Going with Yourself, in order to get a better understanding of my channel. A lot of time I use my own experiences to bring forward because this is part 3 of mental health. I'm talking about mental health a lot because there's a lot of that taking place right now. And my ex-husband just come down because I just like flipped right out, right? Because I'm having a hard time with what's transpired over the past really 3 months with regards to trying to get employment. I'm on a disability and I'm trying to get employment. And I have a language barrier. Do I get teary? Yep. People say, well, you have mental health issues. If I have mental health issues, it's because of the ones that are supposed to be helping me or helping others are not doing their job. They're too busy shooting the people down to make them feel like they're less than what they really are. My instructor is Colleen Callahan. She was the one that I went to that was supposed to help me. I posted a video, but they're going to try to keep that from getting out because it exposes the truth of what they really do to people, and then they blame it on the people. I'm tired of being told that I'm a mental case when I was actually not a mental case. I was a very cheery person. I am a very cheery person when I'm around the right people. When I'm around people that fucking degrade me and treat me like I'm worthless and a piece of shit, do I get angry? You're fucking right. Do I feel like I want to lash out? You're fucking right. I feel like I want to fix stuff up. And my ex-husband told me, well, maybe you shouldn't curse so much. Hey, dude, this coming from a man that was a fucking sailor and all he ever did was swear. And he's the same person that told me, sometimes you got to speak the language. But now he's a hypocrite because he thinks that he's all holier than thou. He just come down and told me he's 65 years old. Well, good for you. Like, really good for you. You want to fucking retire, but you don't want to. You don't want to help somebody that could actually help you to retire because it wasn't your idea, right? See, I like Nikola Tesla, okay, because he was actually out to do something for humanity, to help humanity, to give humanity free energy. But Thomas Edison didn't want that because free energy is not profitable. And it's like, I swear, I live with that version of Thomas Edison. People can be so damn ignorant that I feel sympathy and pity for them. But it's that part of, are you my ex-husband? Don't like what I got to say, or are you his friends? Because even people that still treat me like a piece of shit and talk down to me, I still want to see the best of them because I feel sorry for them because they live in the part of you want to gossip about other people. Am I gossiping about other people? No, I'm explaining my experiences. You're actually saying, who are you yapping to? And who are you yapping about? Really? Seriously. And who's saying I never said that? Right? I have to say, are you my ex-husband? And this is a spirit to spirit. Because my ex-husband acts like he's all holier than thou now, but where, like, he'd say, well, where's the proof that I was like this to you? It's like people wonder, like they say, oh, you're some bitter. No, I was never bitter. Not at all. So people wonder why I, get frustrated and pissed off. And I'm on strike. And when I say I'm on strike, it's that part of, give me one damn good reason why I should want to fucking help anybody. But wait a minute. I already know my reason why I should. I watch some videos that say, like I know that I have an invention, big idea. And it's that part of, even if it takes me my whole life to get it out there for the people, I'm still going to do it. But it's not about ego. I don't want to be part of a 1%er. I came to help the 99%. No, they took my radio from me. I'm being punished, right? People will say, oh, like the woman that was my instructor who acted like she was my therapist. She kind of, tried to twist things around like my ex-husband does. And by twisting things around, it's like, right now I'm looking because, the Matrix likes to stop people. And he's the Matrix, but, he won't admit to anything. There's a lot of people that were in the military and they're coming forward and they're telling the truth. But there are still some that, they're still worried about losing the pension. And do I have a hard time dealing with the fact that I was lied to? And, yeah, it's your money. But, you're fucking bitching and complaining because you're saying you have no money, but you're spending $55,000 on food. Do I think that is appropriate? Yes, I do. Do I think that the dental community fucked you over? Yes, I do, because, there are a lot of people that have dentures that have a certain type of palate. And I don't think that it was that you did, that they couldn't put dentures in your mouth. I think you lied about that, and that they could have put dentures in your mouth, but you didn't want dentures. And he would say about somebody else who paid $100,000 to have 32 implants in their face, but then turns around and does the same thing. It's a little hypocritical. You want to burn me? Fucking bring it, man. It's like, I'm not depriving you of your teeth because, your teeth should have been fixed a long time ago. And then you wouldn't have been in that predicament. But you feed the system. And then, you come to me and you tell me that, oh, I got no money, I got no money. But then other people are telling me, yeah, you got money. And do I believe the other people? You're fucking right, I do. Because, man, you never gave me any reason to believe you. And, you do it all the time. You try shutting me down. I come on here and I say about myself. I go and I buy my clothes from a thrift store, the biggest majority of the time. And he says, well, you can't get men's clothes at a thrift store because they're all worn. Well, I've been into many thrift stores. I looked at men's clothes and I didn't see them to be worn. Men get rid of nice, good clothes the same as women do. And every time he buys something, he complains about it. It's not good enough. It's this, it's that. Hey, man, go make something. You think that you can make something better, then go fucking make something. He said about people stealing his ideas. And then, the woman that I did the course with, she tried to be my therapist. Oh, there, get your fucking hands off me and don't there me. Oh, my radio went out again. Oh, something's going on with it. It's very low. I love my ex-husband, but I don't like him. Because, see, the thing is, if I had known I was going into a relationship where there was a lot of so-called debt, his debt from his first marriage, he wants to go around talking shit about me. Just yesterday, we were in the car, and he said that people are right about me. It's like, what are people right about? You've known me for 25 fucking years. You fucking talk shit to me. You treated me like I was beneath you when I was never beneath you. You just had to keep me under your boot and then tell me that I hate men. No, I dislike men, but I like gentlemen because a gentleman can actually look at their feminine side and be soft and kind, not make the woman feel like they're a piece of shit and dirt under their boot, but then tells me that I have mental health problems. Boy, you might want to go fucking look at yourself. Because you're in therapy now, good for you. You should have been in therapy fucking long time ago. Because you fucking destroyed 2 women. You really destroyed 2 women and then you blamed it on them. But you just want to look good for everybody else. I don't know how many dreams of him cheating on me or having sex with other women that I know. I have not been intimate in fucking near 3 years because I have not found the right person, because the right person is going to match my energy. The right person is not going to throw shade on me. He says about that, oh, well, there's no such thing as magic, it's science. No, they had to create science in order to understand magic, and they still can't understand it because, they're coming out, they're finding out about the multiverse. The law, the laws of the universe. I have something on there like Cain and Abel. They each had a twin sister. Cain had a twin sister. Abel had a twin sister, and I know that, like, I'm pretty sure that he's fucking Cain because he's a fucking bitter old bastard. And with regards to in the story that God chose Abel's offering over Cain's offering. Well, if God done that, then God ought to feel shame and foolish for himself because he should have chose both instead of putting them against one another. That's a parent putting their children against one another. And you ought to feel foolish and ashamed of yourself for doing that if you're a parent that does that. So it causes mental health issues. But the people that have the mental health problems get blamed for it because of the fuckers that caused it, and the ones that are supposed to help you just create even more. Oh, we're going to put you in your place here. Let me put you in yours. Because you work for the people, not the other way around. We're your fucking paycheck. But oh, wait, you already know that. That's why you want to keep people fucking dumbed down sick. And label them with things when actually everything is a spirit to spirit. And that's what Jesus was trying to tell people. That's what Mary Magdalene was trying to tell people. But God forbid you talk about God that, oh, well, you're this, you're that, you're religious. No, I'm not religious. It's like, I've seen religion cause so many health issues for people. Because people are told, you go, like, believe in God, but, you go to their church because you don't have the same beliefs, but you're there to understand things. Well, you're not going to heaven. You. I'm already in heaven because I've left all the bullshit. I may come on here and say stuff, but I'm guided to come on here. My ex-husband said, oh, what do you do? Go on when you're mad? No, I go on even when I'm not mad. But you don't mind bringing shit to me when, you want me to talk about what you want to put forward because you can't do it yourself. Because they might see you. But, oh, wait, you want to make someone look bad? Portray yourself to be that person, right? Especially when it comes to twins. I knew a couple twins, and sometimes I got them mixed up, and I called them the other one. I'm not that person. But my ex-husband said that he has a doppelganger. Well, I'm here to tell you, everyone has a doppelganger. And with regards to my ex-husband, your person may look like me. It's the same as I told somebody else. I may look like this person, but I'm not the person. The reason why I cheated on my ex-husband is because he wasn't intimate. And last night we stopped at Tim Hortons. Like, it's okay for him. Like, he'll smile at other women and stuff like that. But he says, "No, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go." No, you don't want me to go. And why don't you want me to go? Because you want to make people think that I'm the idiot and I'm the bitch and you're all holier than thou. My ex-husband is the one that I have the fucking problem with. And the ones that listen to him because they have no fucking idea what I've been through. And because now I'm standing up for myself. People don't like that. They liked the Tara that would just curl up in a ball. That would keep running to the doctor. "Oh, give me a pill. I need a pill." No, I need them the fuck out of my life. And this isn't to throw shade on people that are doctors or therapists, because you may be one of the good ones. There are so many out there that want the paycheck. The ones that I see that want to help people, I see them on here, but others want to shut them down. If you're healed, they can't make a profit off you. If you are independent of the system, they can't make a profit off you. People say you need taxes. How many of you knew that there are 55,000 and some in Canada tax collectors and 33,000 and some military people? There are more tax collectors than there are people defending the people. And then they're sending off shitballs and money to other places. And everybody thinks that like other people think that's right. My ex-husband thinks that's right. Seriously. You're bankrupting, you're sending things away to other countries, and you're leaving your own country defenseless, homeless, without food, without heat, without lights. He used to throw shade on me because I didn't vote. Well, if you don't vote, then you got no say. Look, I don't. I have say because I don't vote. I don't give my say to somebody else because I don't trust anybody else to do what's right for the people. Yeah, because I want to bring something to the world that will help not only humanity, but it'll help the planet. But he don't want to help. He wants to pretend and say that he wants to help, but he only wants to help like just people that, think that he's great. He has a heart, and I feel like telling him, whatever. And I did. I screamed out, "Whatever you got me for Christmas, go give it to somebody else." I feel that, it's the part of like, giving because you want to give out the kindness of your heart, not because you want gratitude, not because you want to look good for someone or you want recognition because you did that whenever you put food to other people. Well, I gave your family this, I gave your family that. To my family that thinks he's this great person, live with him for, oh, wait, you wouldn't have to live with him because he looks up to other people who shoot me down. I'm not supposed to get it. It's a part of, when I get ahead, if I leave you behind, well, I guess that was your own fault. I told him it's like I'm going up the ladder and you keep trying to pull me down because you don't want to climb. You just want to feel sorry for yourself. I'm 65. Good for you. There are fucking 75-year-old, 80-year-old people. See, he wants to use his disability. But I see him when nobody's watching. And then he'll try to get people to think that I'm a bad person. Because all I listened to was him bitching and complaining. And because I got something to say, well, I'm the problem. No, I'm not the problem. I was your fucking solution. You prayed to God. God sent me back to you, and you mistreated me. Just like you mistreated your first one. You blamed her father, but you were just as much to blame as the father. You talked down about your son, and now you're groveling. You're acting like, oh, it's all this now. But yet you wanted to destroy me and my family, my relationship with my family, because you wouldn't let me move on from shit, right? You kept reminding me of it. You're a fucking peckerheaded wiener. Do I have mental health issues? No, it's not mental health. It's spiritual. And that's what a lot of people are going through. You mock people who wear crystals. You mock people because of their natural healing abilities, and tell people, well, you can't heal naturally. Fuck, you can't. What, you going to tell me I was faking? What? The tables have turned because now you're being treated that way. They're not fucking helping you for your hernia. They're not helping you for your medical woes. So you just want to block everything so that people aren't able to see the real me. But if people actually took the time to get to know me, I have a heart of gold. And the ones that are cold want to fucking destroy that. Because their heart was destroyed by the same kind of people that they've become. It's Christmas. And I still don't have my tree decorated. And I usually have it decorated the first week in December. The people say I need mental health. No, I just need them away from me. I'd rather be alone than be around a hypocrite. Am I a hypocrite? No, I was one until I woke the fuck up. Until I actually allowed myself to experience spirit, to experience my heart. Because my heart had become cold and bitter, and I didn't care about myself. I would look in a mirror and say, I hate you, but I don't hate me. I love me. It's a system. It keeps people down. And he's part of that system because he keeps using the excuse. Oh, well, I got this. Oh, I got that. Dude, seriously? Go fucking heal yourself. Like you tell everybody else, right? I had a relationship with my oldest son. He would come visit. Then my ex-husband kept making me feel like what I did was wrong. That I was wrong to give up my child. And in many ways, yeah, it was. But I was okay with it because he was still in my life. It's him that wants to know if the adoption was real. I say it's like he's like people don't believe me, like especially the mental health. And lady, Pauline, I know that you were affiliated with mental health and you were trying to fucking analyze me and telling me that you don't want to put me into society in public. Seriously, lady, I go in the fucking public all the time and people approach me and are interested in what I have to say. But it's people like you, and that's pathetic. And if you think that I didn't feel you trying to throw your disdain on me, man, were you ever throwing it at me? But I'm just a raging lunatic mental head case. I'm just fucking fed up. It's about helping one another. And as bitter as I may seem, I still want to help people, even people that don't deserve my help. I got no respect for him because he shows me. I had this when I first met him. I loved him. I fell in love with him. But now, half the time, I can't even fucking stand him because he's so goddamn fucking like, he'll even do it in the store. But I swear that day that I was at the ball field when my youngest son looked at me and told me that I wasn't a very good babysitter and that I was a fucking idiot. I swear it was that version of him because he was always calling me a fucking idiot, a cunt, a slut, a whore. But now, because he hasn't been doing it for a month, he thinks that, oh, I should just let it go. Man, you fucking hurt me. I should really be fucking you up right now. But you want to say that, oh, I'm such a terrible person? No, I remember my dreams, and I know who fucking bullied me. They say keep your friends close and your enemies even closer, right? Even people that treated me like a piece of shit. Like I said, I still want to see the best for them. Oh, I'm going to make myself happy because I'm already happy because I'm already in the fifth dimension and I just have to come down and all other people in the third. It's that part of waking up and realizing the ones that see you as an energy source, as their money. See, those are the ones that want to be part of the 1%ers because they'll destroy somebody else in order so that they can get there. Like my ex-husband, like, oh, putting hexes on people and stuff like that. You know, I watched the ones on here when they're saying about like people will go and pay a fortune teller or they'll pay what people perceive to be a witch or what have you to do certain things. Like, is that what you're doing? Are you paying people? Because I know that where I live, there are people around here who are happy too. And I know, like, you want to gossip about other people because you heard it from somebody else, right? You come and tell me other people's business when it's none of my business. It's like, do you really want to get ahead in life? Or do you just want to keep feeling like blaming me and getting mad at me because, I need some financial assistance? But you know what? I wouldn't have needed financial assistance if you hadn't been such a fucking hyper-head asshole. See, he said he didn't do it, but when I worked at the law firm in 2005, I was at work one day and he came in, and when he came in, the wall that was the wall to my employer's office, he knocked on the wall. It's like, you wanted to get me fired, didn't you? Because I'll tell you right now, my boss wanted me to fuck away from you because she was warning me then about you. And I went to, she paid, like, through my work, she gave me the ability to go to a paid therapist. And I went to the therapist and I told them, like, I feel like something bad is going to happen to me. I kept feeling like something bad was going to happen to me because I was in the car with my youngest son and I fucking near ran into a dump truck because it hit the ice and the car kept sliding and I ended up almost going into the guardrail. And then I was going to work one day and the roads were fine. And I got up by the airport and a big fucking drift of snow. And I went through that. And that's when I kept feeling like, oh, something bad's gonna happen. And then I was on the guy's road. And 15, let me see, 15, roughly 20 years later, I ended up going off the road in the exact same place, but going in the opposite direction as what we did when I was pregnant. I was 4 months pregnant. It was just after I found out that I was pregnant for my oldest. I ended up going off the road in the same place. What's the chances of that? And it was on a Friday the 13th. What's the chances of that? He stopped the algorithms again. People think that you're in here ranting. Well, no more than people coming in here ranting about the fucking government. At least I'm ranting about mental health and the way that we're treated. And the way others are treated. Because, you think you're holier than thou now because you're going to a therapist. You should have been going to one a hell of a long time ago. But you were too busy saying that it was your wives. No, you caused your wives the trauma. Because I seen what transpired between you and your first wife, whether you want to or not. Because you would not fucking admit to it anyways. You still blame her. Dude, she was 17 when you met her. You even told me she was. You say you didn't have sex with her? Well, that's between you and her. But she was 17. It's not to throw shame on you. Because when I met you, I was 25 and you were 40. But I was going through spiritual health then too. And then, you fucking in 2006 or 2005 for Christmas, what did you do? You bought me tarot cards, right? But now you're throwing shade on me? Seriously, motherfucker, what the fuck's your malfunction? And then you want to say it's me and don't swear. You shouldn't swear on your channel. Why shouldn't I? I don't swear in front of kids. Because my channel is not for people, not for ones under the age of 18. And like people, like therapists, mental health therapists. Oh, other people are talking through you. Other spirits are talking through you. Fuck, they ain't. He's one of them. Because it's a fucking coward to go do it himself. So he's got to put my face on it, right? I don't know how many times he's brought me things. And just so you know, Colleen, this is the emails that my instructor, the one that was supposed to be helping me find work, and then, I couldn't find any place. But then she said it was because of my gifts. But my ex-husband said that she was implying that I was a mental case. It's like, hey, bitch, I know you were fucking pretending. You don't know shit about energy, but you do look me up. You had to investigate me before I came in front of you. Did I call you a bitch? If the shoe fits, wear it. Because what you did was fucking wrong. Get out your paper, analyze me a little more. Oh, wait, you can't. And that's why people get so fucking irate with me. Because you can't shrink me. You can't make me small anymore as much as you try. It's the part of, can you fucking grow? You got to keep other people small so you feel superior and need it. because you want people to look up to you. Oh, glorify me. I'm your saving grace. I watched you in the last day that we were there. All you did was talk about yourself and glorify yourself of how you help people. They help themselves. They put in the work. You may have said a few words, but they're the ones that put in the work. You may have gotten them a job shadowing. Happy Christmas. Thank you. You may have gotten them the job shadowing, but they're the ones that's going to get themselves the job. Because they're the ones putting the actual time and work into it. They're not saying, oh, well, there was just too much paperwork. And telling me to appreciate that fact. And lady, you said it was December 4th that I sent you an email. But I have right here December 25th. And then you wrote back on the 25th. Thank you for your message. I completely understand. Here, let me read these again. This was after she told me that she was going to put me with the Elizabeth Fry. I'm here to help the people on a much bigger scale. Hi. Further to our conversation earlier, I was looking on the Elizabeth Fry Society website, and I'm not sure this is the work I want to be doing. I feel this may be limiting because I don't just want to work with women. I really want to work in a place where I can utilize my unique gifts and feel this, and I feel this would not be understood. I really want to work with people who can really understand me. I feel this would be limiting me. I want to work on a much bigger scale relating to spirit. What does relating to spirit mean? It means working with God, working with people of the same thoughts and feelings. I feel working there, I still won't be able to be myself. But she said that, oh, well, we couldn't find you a place, and then tells me that, oh, well, I'll show you what I tried. But when I said about, no, don't show me, just tell me, she got irate with me. The video's up. The video by itself, unless, they wanted to say like my sound was wrong. But it was just me talking and nothing else in the background except for her. Do I like her? No, I don't. Do I have respect for her? No, I don't. Because she breached my trust. She portrayed herself to be something that she was not. Because I'll tell you right now, if you had helped me, your career would have went a lot further because you would have shown your true value, your true worth of what you could do. But because I was more work, you didn't want to do the work. I want to expand myself. I want to be an entrepreneur, meaning I wanted to work for myself. And she says she has this CJO consulting. Well, I looked that up. It's about leadership, entrepreneurship, but you couldn't do that. I don't want to work for another system. And that's what this is. It hurts me to limit myself. I want to travel the world and share my gifts. I have law, but that's not what I want to be doing. I want to help people on a much bigger scale. I don't see this happening through this. My sister-in-law does this, and she had to go on stress leave because she was being abused and physically assaulted by the people she was helping. And where I feel energy on such an intense level, I feel it would hurt me and make me less able to help them. This is not why I want. This is not the way I want to be able to help people heal. I will try this to get the experience. However, I don't see this to be something I want to be doing full time. But yet she went and canceled it and then blamed it on me and said that I didn't want to do it. Does that sound like I said I didn't want to do it? I know that it is not going to be easy to find a place for me, and I understand that. I do know that that place is out there for me because I have faith and I know that Spirit will place me there. If you could please keep looking, that would be great. And that was, it's right on the video. She says that I told her on December 4th. That wasn't December 4th. That was the same fucking day that she told me she had a placement for me. But she had told everybody else like a week or two prior to that because she had them announce what she did for them on our Zoom. So that was on November 25th. But she said that it was December 4th. That's like almost, that's over a week. Almost 2 weeks. And then she wrote back the same day, "Hi, Tara. Thank you for your message. I completely understand. We will find the right spot for you." I'll cover this stuff. But there it is right there. And there's my message down there. And I wrote back on the 26th when I got the message, "Thank you. I appreciate that." And then on December 4th, she called me. And that's when she told me that basically that she canceled the stuff with the Elizabeth Fry Society. That's where she got December 4th from. So, lady, you might want to do your own fucking research and look into your own shit. So there's where your December 4th came from. And I wrote on December 4th, subject, job shadowing. This was after she told me that she canceled it. But from the first time that I met her, she knew that I was going to be a challenge to find the right place. That's when she should have started looking. Yeah, I know. I know it's mirrored. You know, they say we're mirroring right now. I'm looking at two versions of myself. On YouTube, it's forwards, but on TikTok, everything's inverted, backwards. You know, you're upside down, inside out, and backwards. I have an awesome personality, but when somebody pisses me off and treats me like dirt and a piece of shit, I'm not going to be fucking nice. On December 4th, this was after she told me she canceled the job shadowing, that I wouldn't be having job shadowing. I wrote, "Hi. I was wondering if maybe you could get me job shadowing with a that looks into the European Canadian settlers in the 1700s, Indigenous around the same time. This is stuff I'm interested in. This is what I had been telling her all along. because I even told her in the beginning about what I was doing. 1 second. See this bag? It's freaking heavy. And it's full of papers of doing my research. And I did all that in August, November, or August, September. Roughly 2 months. 2 to 3 months. I did all that. Which takes historians a hell of a lot longer than that to do. But I'm a fucking idiot? No. I'm actually pretty fucking intelligent. And so are many other people that you people want to fucking downgrade. Because you want to feel superior. You want to be the captain of somebody else's ship and they're your first mate, right? Well, fuck yourself. I'm the captain of my own ship. Telling me to get off yours? How about you get the fuck off mine? Because you're piggybacking my ship. This is the stuff I'm interested in. I know it may be short notice. However, maybe this would be somewhat up my alley, considering my ancestors were both the indigenous and the early European settlers in the 1700s. I know all about them. And my eighth great granddaddy, he had property, or my seventh great granddaddy had property on Oak Island. And you know, to the government, to the ones that took his deeds off of the property online, because I read his will. Actually, he got me to read his will because he knew exactly what you would do. That's why he had me read it. But he also had me to do something else prior to doing it. We were not the fucking savages. And the Bootleer brother, they were my cousins, my distant cousins. They were the nephews of my eighth grade Grammy. And how many other knew that that same year, a few other people that were involved and connected with them, knew them, died too, but it wasn't them who killed them. But you know, no, I'm fed up. But if you knew what I knew, you'd be pretty fucking pissed off too. Because you know, you may even be related to these people. And your inheritance was stole from them, not my family. People wouldn't accept my gifts. No, people would accept my gifts. You just don't want me out there so that more people can accept the gifts and realize that they too have gifts. I know it may be short notice, however, maybe, okay, in the European settlers in the 1700s. Eighth great grandpa was the first of the settlers. He was the one that was scalped, and I'm pretty sure it was by Edward Cornwallis himself. Because if you go back and you watch Frozen 2, it had that, you know, the military dude, the head guy, went in and killed the head guy for the indigenous. My great great granddaddy was the one that petitioned Edward Cornwallis to get them off of the godforsaken island called George's Island in Nova Scotia. But you go fucking try to destroy that shit, won't you? Because you took my family right out of the history books because I went to the museums. I have a lot of knowledge regarding this because he is who I was talking about when I told you I did my genealogy research. I already have a lot of documents with regards to this. I have many hours put into it. I spent hours researching. Please let me know if this is doable. Well, just by writing that, of course she's going to say it's not doable. She wrote back, "Good morning, Tara. I can appreciate your strong interest in this area." This was on December 5th. "We are at the end of our program. As you can appreciate, there is a lot of paperwork and time in preparing these placements." Well, I guess you should have been working on it from the beginning. Because I was telling you from the beginning what I wanted to do. And I was telling you from the beginning that I was accepted into St. Mary's University to do my open studies or my bachelor's. These placements. Also, I need a resume from you, as I mentioned. Well, I said I had an old resume, but that wasn't good enough. But my resume wasn't going to do shit for me. Because it's about public speaking, being able to express myself and show what I can bring. The different languages, get a language interpreter. There's plenty of them out there, I will certainly keep my eyes and ears open if I hear of anything that I think could be of interest to you. It's not about what you think could be interesting to me. It's what I told you interests me, and you wonder why people have mental health issues. It's because people like you like to beat people's self-esteem down. You get their hopes up and then smash them. You can't get ahead, lady. You got to stay on assistance for the rest of your life. We say if you can work or not. Really? Tell that to spirit. Because I'll tell you right now, spirit's not happy with you. People say, well, how can you speak for spirit? Because it's my spirit. That's how I can. But I'm just a crazy lady, right? That needs a psychiatric unit. No, you need an attitude adjustment. You need to be re-educated. Same as my ex-husband needs to be re-educated. Because he told me what he was like as a child, but it got beat out of him. Not to throw shade on his father, but he did tell me what he went through. And whether he wants to admit to it or not, I seen a vision of a younger boy dressed. They were about 11 or 12, dressed in a dress, and they got caught by their father kissing a boy. And they were drug and beat home and told, no son of mine is going to be a fucking faggot. People think I don't see that. And I sat in a vehicle with him. And I was uncomfortable with him when I had a dress on. My ex-husband, I was uncomfortable with him that day. Because I know that it was a different part of a spirit that I was afraid of. But I'm just psychotic, right? Not. The mental health does not understand spiritual health. Because if they did, then people wouldn't be going through the mental health issues that they're experiencing right now. My ex-husband told me that schools create ADHD. But he'll go back on his word of saying that, right? Because there's so many people that think, oh no, you're born that way. No, kids are not meant to be sitting in a chair. Kids can learn when they're moving around, whether you want to believe it or not. It's about experience. It's about hands-on. It's not about looking at a fucking book because somebody else said it. I work through the heart. So if I get upset and perturbed and angry, that's my heart that's like, this is enough. Enough is enough. You're fucking hurting people. I'm here to stand up for people that are unable to speak their truth, to bring their pain forward because they're afraid of what others will think or say about them. The system has me upset. The people who work for mental health has me extremely pissed off. The ones that say that they're there to help you get out of poverty, to get you off of assistance, they're the ones keeping me on it. Because they figure, oh, you should just go work as a cashier. Or you should just go flip burgers for us. See, people are a lot smarter and more intelligent and wiser than what they're led to believe. It's the system that keeps you going to the truth of your own divinity. And those are the ones that want to be superior. So, Colleen, you work for the health authority. I got no respect for it because it shows no respect for people. You destroy people's lives. The ones that really need your help. You destroy their lives. Or at least you try to. I'm not here to be part of the 1%ers. I'm here to help the 99%ers get out of the fucking rut that the 1%ers put them in. And lady, you work for the 1%ers. Am I pissed off? Yes. Because my question is, how many other people did you do that to? And I don't care if you like, you're probably watching. I'm still waiting for the username and the password so that I can do my women's and health and safety, which she said that was imperative because it would go on the resume. You only have 30 days, but 30 days are fucking you up. Do you have a job? If you do, good. But I'm not going to suppress myself because somebody doesn't want to do their fucking job because, it's a little harder. I'm on disability, if you must know, because the system has failed people. But people like to throw shade on people who are on a disability, who are on income assistance, and you got no fucking idea why they're there. People say, oh, well, just go work as a cashier. Go fuck yourself. I worked as a cashier. I worked in retail. I worked as a fucking cleaner. But I will not clean up anybody else's shit anymore because they're too fucking lazy to clean up after themselves. Go chill out yourself. You come into somebody else's channel and tell them what to do on their own channel. You don't have to be in here. I didn't open the door for you, but it is open for people because everybody needs that part where, I don't know what's going on in your life, but if you're coming into somebody else's channel and telling them to chill out, you really need to have a look at yourself, especially if you're coming in and someone's talking about mental health. That's the problem. Everybody's telling everybody, oh, don't express yourself, whether it's under your skin or not. Don't show anger. Don't show sadness. Don't show emotion. Because if you do, holy crap, mental health for you. That's what's wrong with the world. They're told that they have to suppress themselves. So here, take this fucking pill, go home, come back in a week or two, and then we'll talk about the same thing over. And we won't resolve anything, because if we resolve it, then we don't have a paycheck. Oh, I am happy when I'm around other people who don't treat me like a piece of shit. So, you just go be happy. Don't stand up for anyone who's being treated like a piece of shit, right? Don't stand up for yourself. Just go be happy. Go be happy with, just go be happy with being told that you're a mental case. That, oh, you're a lost cause, when I know I'm not a lost cause. It's a system that makes people think like that or try to feel like that. Oh, I got better results because I work with spirit. And I just stay the fuck away from the people that are, treating others like a piece of shit because, I really want to rip them a whole new arsehole. And I don't care if you think I'm psychotic. I don't care if you think I'm a mental health case. The thing is, as long as I know the truth, that's what matters. They've already diagnosed me as unexplained. So, in order to fit their criteria, you've got to make her flip out, right? You've got to make her look like she's fucking crazy. It's that part brilliant because, I can tell when people throw shit at me because it makes my body feel uneasy. So turn your frequency. Throw disdain here. Let me throw it back. Oh, wait. I'm not doing that because, I'm not going to wear your karma. It's like, I feel you up there, man. It's like, you think I don't know that people send other people in at me? Oh, let's be friends with her. Let's think that we're friends with her. And then, we'll treat her like a piece of shit and go away and just ignore her. Well, that's when I find out when people are true and genuine. And I can feel that, man. Think of it this way. Why do you have a fucking hernia? It's that part of, whatever you put on me, it's going to be you that experiences it, because it's that part of I am you, you're a me, and and you will feel your own pain, because I will connect myself to you to make you feel your own pain. And whether people believe that or not, I've helped people, but will they come forward and say anything? No. But that's okay, because I don't need them to. Because right in my heart, I already know that I don't need to be told that I help people, because I watch people and I watch them change. I watch them grow. I'm not here to be your friend, because a lot of people, like my ex-husband, he said, when somebody is truly your friend when they haven't fucked you over. So I guess to my ex-husband, you were never my friend, right? You've always been my enemy. And if I look at you and I see my oldest son, then I know you're a part of me. And that's the part of me that I'm having. Because you're not a gentleman. You never were, just because like when we first started going together, you made me do a couple things. But that was it. But material things don't mean shit to me. I could smash everything and you don't care. What means the most to me is a true, genuine heart, someone who shows compassion and understanding, not someone who shows ignorance and greed. So if somebody comes into my channel and throws shade on me, my channel is a spirit to spirit, and that's how I know what spirit is talking to me. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for pity, because I know that I'm healed, and I'm just pissed off because people have the audacity to say about people moving forward with those people that are moving forward, but those people that are telling you to move forward and get over the past, they won't let you, because they need you fucking not. And that's why mental health is so problem. That's why they create mental health issues. It's not that it's the church that is the problem. It's the ones that are in charge of it. Because there's nothing wrong with believing in God. It's all in the way of, you think that you're the only one going to heaven? I have a question. Did you make it there yet? Are you still treating people the same way? Are you still thinking that you're the only one that's going to make it to heaven? Or your religion is going to be the only one that's going to make it to heaven? It's a part of when you're going to realize that making it to heaven has fuck all to do with religion. Or what you read in a book. It's about what you have in your heart. It's not about making sure everybody has something. It's what do you have in your heart? Are you helping people because you want to help people and you want to help people move forward? Or are you helping people because you want people to look up to you and keep them forward in your feet, right? When in actuality, people should be taking a hammer and fucking hammering their toes. Because those are the ones that are fucking taking their boots and stepping on people's throats. And covering their mouths to say, don't you speak. And that's what they done to my ex-husband. Because he'll say shit about the system. He told me that, oh, well, they're not doing that to you. They're not wrong. But now that the tables have turned and it's happening to him, that's a different story, right? Heaven is what's within you. You create your own heaven. So if you don't believe in heaven, I guess you don't believe in yourself, right? You don't believe in that part of you. Heaven on earth is heaven within the heart, which creates a heaven on earth where there's peace and harmony, but every other people just want to keep fighting and war because they don't want to look at themselves. They always want to point at the person next to them. Do I think that I'm holier than thou? Fuck no. I can embrace both my light and my dark because I look at my shadows. Yep, but it's called the law of the universe. Free will. It's free will until you start invading on somebody else's free will. Then you are tampering with your heaven. That's the true laws. It's not your fucking human law. Heaven is peace within. And if you think that you get peace by hurting other people, just remember, if you infringe on their free will, you're infringing on the laws of the universe. And that's what, people like to talk about Jesus, whether, you believe it or not. Law of attraction. Doesn't matter if you're religious or spiritual or atheist. What's infringing? The ones that come in and try to destroy people's lives so that they can get ahead. That's infringing on free will. So right now, I'm using my free will to tell those people, get the fuck off of that. Because I'm not carrying your burdens anymore. Spells. That's against, if you're putting a spell on someone, that's infringing on their free will. I don't got time for your games. When you say, who's they? They is whoever infringes on people's free wills and puts spells on them. And that's part of your government. They infringe. When they were when they were infringing on you, saying, you don't get these vaccines, you're going to have no job. Or you can't fly somewhere on vacation. That's infringing on people's free will because you take their free will from them from being able to travel because you're saying they can't because they won't wear a mask, or they can't because they didn't get a needle. Or you can't drive or do this or that because you didn't pay to have this, or you didn't pay to have that. You work for the system. People are casting spells every time they talk. Every time you wish ill on somebody, you're casting a spell on that person. But it's the part of remember, what you put out, you will get back. Whether it's at that moment or it's down the road. And you can get off me right now. Because I feel you putting your stain on me. See, if I could just pick this up and turn it. Oh shit. This is mine. I have a Bible. I have a number of different things, even about witchcraft, crystals, meditation. Down there about angels and God and revelations and Tesla and the stars and galaxies and dreams. And my ex-husband, who fucking mocks me, he was the first one to buy me a set of tarot cards in 2005 at Christmas time. But now he wants to throw shade on me, so, if I read cards, maybe I should get into doing that. But, I didn't come here to do that. I didn't come here to tell people their future or their, what have you. I came here to help people find those answers for themselves. Because you have your answers. I can do your cards, but, my energy could infringe on yours. Because I was getting somebody to read my cards. But I knew what I was doing. I knew that I was getting, it was my cards. But I was getting them to see their own. Because you can never see your own when they looked at their cards. When they looked at the cards, they almost started crying. And I paid them. Because I didn't need my cards read because I communicate directly with spirit. I don't go to cards. I have them. Sometimes I'll look into them just to, get the kind of the verification or just see for entertainment purposes only. I think it's great that people come on here and do people's cards, but it's a part of, you didn't just come on here to do the cards. You come on here to teach them how to pull the answers out of themselves. So it's a part of teaching them how to tell their own fortune or tell their own future. The books, they're a teaching tool. It's about learning how to tap in to it without using the tools, tapping directly in to spirit. Yourself, your own spirit, your self-awareness, your spirit awareness, which is the awareness of everything, all of your surroundings and yourself. Starts out as self-awareness because you got to become aware of your own body first, your own feelings, your own anxieties, your own thoughts, and then become familiar with your surroundings. That's when you start feeling energies. That's when you start feeling others' intentions, and that's when you start to come into your telepathic abilities to be able to connect on a telepathic level. Like if you're hearing voices, you're actually hearing other people through the telepathic, like a phone. But they tell you that's psychosis. It's you're actually experiencing different forms of spirit through other people. And once you understand that, it makes everything a lot freaking easier to navigate. If I get mad, yeah, because the person deserves me to get upset with them. Treat me like shit, and I'm not going to say nothing. People will say, oh, well, just let them get away with it. Why? So they can go do the same thing to another person, which lowers their self-esteem and their self-worth. No. Have I done what? Have you done? What do you mean, have I done? Have I done what? I come on here sometimes and I do stuff for people. I do talk to people, yes. I help people pull trauma. I exercise your trauma. Because supposing if you get pissed off at me, as long as it brings that up, then I know that I did what I was meant to do. Even if I had like an energy beat the shit out of me, that people throw shade on me because you don't understand something. I had somebody come to my home and they said that, don't worry about it. Some people just don't understand. And they were a stranger. PSY, is that, have you done PSY? Could you tell me what, like, I don't know slang or anything like that. I don't even pay attention to like actors or anything like that. So when people talk to me about that stuff, it's like, whatever. I have no time for that shit. I watch the show, I watch the movies or the series to get a better understanding. There's very few actors that I know their names or anything like that because I don't like. I get pissed off when they have it on the radio about, oh well, this person, this actor or singer is doing this. It's like, so what? Why don't you talk about everyday people of what's happening with everyday people? Oh, we had COVID, and who was it? Oh shit, Johnny Depp and his wife going through a divorce. Like shit, man. Do you get so involved when your own family goes through a divorce as you do when a fucking actor does? Who gives a shit? Seriously, people are concerned with yourself and your family than like these people that are, they're making a profit off you. They don't give two shits about you. I just heard they donate money. Do they donate money? Do they do charity stuff for the sake of doing charity? Or do they do it just to be glorified and then get the money back with interest involved? Because we're all affiliated with the places. So, they're just giving back to themselves anyway. So, can you please, have you done PSY? What does PSY? I'm not trying to say it. I'm asking you what it means because I'm getting, have I done PSY? Psychic readings? I do it when I'm talking to people one on one. I even have done it on here where I tapped into something and I start bringing it forward. Why don't I do it all the time? because my energy, I've been putting my energy out there for free, and Spirit's telling me I can't do that the way that I've been doing it, because I'll still bring it forward. But it's that part of an energy exchange, not a gift, not a money, but the energy exchange, the appreciation. And I haven't been receiving a lot of that. But I still bring things forward for people, because I'm not here for money. I'm here to help people heal. If I wasn't healed, Spirit wouldn't put me in this position. And I feel that. I just heard you should stop talking. Why? Because it's affecting me. It keeps coming up and down the stairs and walking over top of my head. My reward is healing. Because as I heal, people heal. As people heal, I heal. That's the oneness. That's the connection. Because we're all part of each other. We're all part of Spirit, God, Source, Creator. You know, doesn't matter if you're an atheist or not. Just the effect. You know, some they give you a sugar pill full of placebo effect. It is about changing the way we look at things, the way we experience things, the way we feel things. And I know when people are trying to attack my mind or get into my head, hi, I don't tell people where I live. It is. I tap into others' energy sometimes. Sometimes spirit just it channels through in many different forms of languages. And you know, people in the same speaking gibberish, we'll go language because a lot of people tell me that they hear it as I've heard it, like I have ancestors that are speaking my ancestral languages, speaking galactic languages, ancient like other ancient languages, languages that have been extinct. I just call it I speak spirit, because a lot of the time there's a lot of different languages all intertwined together, because it's speaking to many people. I don't know languages. I never learned any. It's that part of your heart, your body will experience it. English is a low vibration, but when you speak the ancient languages, the rolling of the tongue, just different sounds that come out are bringing different healing. I've actually seen other people here. I have somebody who some people call it a light language. I know somebody who also who speaks a light language, and it's cool being around them. I'm a very intense energy, so sometimes it's hard to be around me. yeah, and that's okay. That's what I mean. There's different forms of love languages. I say that I speak spirit because spirit speaks, like I said, the different forms of languages. Bila tatara ito sa dotek ko da initial wise that I feel to I give it to Yuki need to create the tutorial. Right now I'm giving like somebody's got emotional like right so no yes I'm into the answer to this today. Create that. And minuto da presa no tutorial no ya tali no mo ai to presa. Si tutorial. See, I'm very happy and cheerful when I'm around people who understand and who don't ostracize me or ridicule me. Because it's okay to be different. It's just people don't understand different. They don't understand what they don't know. And that's what I deal with every day. But it doesn't, I'm not going to stop speaking like this. Like the woman that was doing the program, she figured that, I should not speak like this. I should make myself small so I can fit in with their boxes. And I didn't come to be in a box. It hurts to be in a box. It's like, it's expand. Ito to problem. Because that's what it is. It's not your inner self, your higher spirit will understand it. That's why people feel it. It's about feeling it, experiencing it. And it's that part, the people that say they love me and care about me, they want me to stop being me. And it's not fair to anyone because I would not ask you to stop being you. So when people try to make me feel small and I become angry and frustrated with them, they try to make me feel like I'm the problem. I'm actually not the problem. They're their own fucking problem. And they become my problem. And then I don't want to be around them. And if I get upset or angry, then they think that, oh, you have mental health issues. No. You're just trying to put me in a box again. You're trying to put me behind a mask, behind a cell, behind a closed door because God forbid I be seen. It's like telling that child, go to your room. We don't want to hear you. I actually had a nurse at the psychiatric unit tell me to do that. That's abuse. That's mental abuse. And they put people behind there for that to happen. But there's no repercussions for it. He said, spirit is saddened by what they do. Alors que les rachements, to me, don't like what I'm doing right now. And I know that because I feel it's like, here, we're going to crush your heart. It's like, here, crush my heart. And I'm going to make you feel fucking human pain. And I'm going to make you feel a human pain on a scale. It's like, unless you had a baby, gave birth, you don't know what pain is. Because they say, what is it, like giving birth to a child, and it's like a bunch of bones breaking at the same time. When you're being told you have to suppress yourself and make yourself small because others are incapable of bringing themselves up or out of that limited belief system or box, it will not hurt for somebody else because they are capable of doing it themselves or don't want to because they're afraid of what others will think of them. I went through that in the beginning. But spirit told me, you will hurt until you bring it up. You will feel your own pain until you allow yourself to be you. It's not about being someone that somebody else tells you you are, you have to be. Because if you're not that way, then you don't fit in this society. I'd rather be alone than be put in a box. And I feel alone. On the physical plane. But on the spirit plane, I'm never alone. I walk between the spirit world and the physical world. I go in the 3D, as they call it, and then I live mainly in the 5D. Very few people get in my energy. And a lot of the time it's not because I'm not allowing them there. It's because they're not ready for it. They don't understand what it is, and it's too much. But I'm not going to keep myself small anymore. People want to keep themselves small. That's your choice. But you have no right to keep somebody else small. Whether it's because you're afraid of somebody else getting ahead or getting left behind. I didn't do well in school. I hated school. Because school is not teaching people what people really needed to know in order to survive. But the systems do that. That's why they implemented it. 1865 was when schools became mandatory. My eighth great granddaddy, he had a religious seal, and he was a prominent businessman. And probably a lot like my ex-husband. He couldn't read or write, but he wanted his kids to go to school because that was with their languages because they didn't fit in with the English-speaking communities. Canada was never English to begin with. Even if people think it was because English was never the first language of anything. It was a made-up language. Everything was a made-up language. But the other languages are extremely old. And we speak a lot of older languages. I'm not throwing shade on English because I speak English, as you can see. But I also speak others. My ancestors, you know, hey, to the ones of the Curse of Oak Island, guess what? I can probably tell you a lot of what's going on. But that might get rid of your show, or the truth might come out and the lies may be found out. And the ones that are trying to cover up the lies don't want people knowing that. So, the ones that are looking for the treasure, Mike and Marty, or Rick and Marty. Do you know you're being kept from it? They're running you down a rabbit hole to keep you distracted. I said it on a thing, The truth will come out, but not in the way you think it will. It's like the truth and reconciliation. They want to spiel about it. But the ones that did the damage don't really want the truth and reconciliation because it incriminates them. And it doesn't matter what your race or color is because they all had a hand in it. Doesn't matter your religion or your beliefs. It's taboo to talk about the Masons. It's taboo to talk about the Templars. Wow. Talk about indigenous or whites or Vikings or the Nordics. Don't talk about Sumeria. Don't talk about anything like that. Don't talk about the Anunnaki. Don't talk about the Anunnaki. Don't talk about your blood type. I do not do that. So Adam, or Adam and Eve. One had the RH factor and the other one didn't. The O was probably the original, whether it was with the RH factor or without. Because one, like I said, one of the children also had the RH factor and one didn't. One decided that it was going to go out and just fuck excuse my sperm was going to go out and impregnate as many females as they could for their offspring because they wanted to take out the negative RH factor. Because the RH factor was a lot harder for them to have children if it wasn't with another negative RH factor. Because when you're a negative RH factor, if the baby itself is not too RH negative, then your system attacks the baby and looks at it as if it is an alien invasion. That's why there's such little amount of RH negative population. And it came from mostly the European and African, more of the European descents. And that's where my ancestors. And people come on here and say, oh, well, people with the RH negative factors, they're bad. No, they're not. No more than the positive RH factors are. What? Because you say they're from the Anunnaki? You know, yeah, there was Anunnaki assholes that wanted to rule the world and then fucking hurt people. But they're the ones that just wanted to come and live in peace and harmony. Do you know you're throwing shade on your own ancestors? Seriously. To be honest, that's pretty sad. Se galata teria. Se go ya na no tu su tu pi ti ka tu ko lusre. Si cucure you know, didn't get my attention when you come downstairs or standing on my head, so you know, you wanna punish me? You know, if you're of the health authority or mental health, she needs the psychiatric unit. She's paranoid. She thinks people's out to get her. No, because I really don't care if they are. Because the only reason why they'd be out to get me is because I'm bringing truth forward. I'm bringing out something that, you know, they don't want to get from public. Quizá la populaire. Don't conform to a system, then they don't like you. And I can feel it. Like seriously. Bring it. It's that part of you, like when they throw attacks because they want to cut off your throat chakra to keep you from speaking, cut off your voice, silence you, right? You know, rip out the guts here. Let me help you with that. See, the ones that are the true teachers, the true healers, don't try to keep people in pain. They don't try to profit off them. They actually help people learn how to heal themselves. I can feel that going all through my body because I feel the screaming. I hear the screaming. The way they torture and torment people through the mind. You know, my instructor even said about the frequencies that come out of your electronics. And it's like, fucking with the towers again, are we? Because that's what it is. A lot of it's coming through the towers. You know, they tell you the towers for your cell phones. You know, you think that we're in the 21st century. It's like your phones are silent. You are your own telecommunication. Because the CIA and places like that, yeah, they do. They use telepaths. They use viewers. But you know, your mental health community will say, well, this is a bunch of bullshit. Really? I guess you don't know shit, do you? And I will say that go watch The Matrix, The Resurrection, because on there it's all about the psychologist, the psychiatrist, the therapist. Watch it. How many people have said that they've been going through mental health their whole fucking life? Did you ever ask yourself why? Because it's not something that you're doing or not are doing. It's on their end. Because depression is not a lifelong thing, but you're told it is. It's not something you can control it. You can keep from it happening. The way of doing that is to stop listening to the ones that's creating it for you. Empower yourself. I went through depression. I watched my mom go through it her whole life because they didn't try to help her. They kept her in a state. My mom and I were the only ones that really have been on any medication because my mom was like me. She was afraid to say it. She was afraid to be herself. It's easier to suppress yourself than it is to fight what's creating the problem, because they keep your families disbelieving you and looking to them. And like I said, my ex-husband is going through that. Others are going through that, where they threw shade on me, but when they go through it themselves, it's a totally different story. This isn't to throw shade on my family. It's to say, you're experiencing what I went through. It doesn't feel good, does it? So do I cry a lot? Yeah, but it's not because I'm depressed. It's because I feel for others who are going through it. It's about learning how to break the system. Show people what true healing is. You're able to heal yourself. I don't need recommending your spirit. Not someone outside of you, because that's inside. So I wish people healing. I want healing for people, whether they've caused me harm or not. It's because they are healing from healing to do themselves, whether they want to do it or not. Because if you're inflicting pain on others, it's your own pain that you're inflicting on someone else. And if you're hurting, it's the part of wanting others to hurt, or wanting others who cause you to be hurt. But I don't want that. I don't want causing pain. But the pain that I feel will go back on to the people that caused my pain, because it's not about taking it out on somebody that doesn't deserve it. Because everything is a spirit to spirit. And it's a heart to heart. It's being a part of being angry with yourself for things that you wish you had done but didn't do. So we're at that time of year where, it's about being with family, with love, compassion, understanding. Not about material things like money or truth. They say you see signs all over. Nova Scotia's strong. We're in this together. We are. But some don't get that. And I can feel you trying to get in my head. feel it through my body. I explain things and and it's like, oh well, you're psychotic, you're not feeling that shit. Okay. And is it ever uncomfortable? When your body's fucking buzzing and it include like your butt and everything like that. Like change the frequency. Risicato, tu riesci a chi mi sotto lei, quelle che non va bene, è stata tutto così. Do I have split personalities? Well, no. But spirit has many versions of itself. So it channels through people in different versions of itself. But, mental health won't let you know that. Even though there's a lot of research going in about it, because you're the guinea pigs. You see that? Yeah, I feel that. Perché la molto interessa, e tu yeah, feels good. Come on. Check it out. Yeah. It's like, I know exactly who's doing it. It's the different versions. Nikola Tesla was telling us, quantum physics, all the quantum stuff is what we experience. We're just not aware of it. You're not aware that you're experiencing it. Don't they say Elon Musk is talking about quantum physics? Quantum healing? He just wants to stick a chip in people's heads. It's like, dude, just stick a chip in my head and you think I'm going rogue? Can I think that is and it's like, really? My ex-husband say, hey, give me the chip, give me the chip. Really? Give you the chip? How about you just learn how to fucking heal yourself instead of giving me a chip so that something else can do it for you because you too fucking don't want to do it yourself, right? Because there's work. So you think you go for the quick fix, right? It's like you go for the quick pill, you go for the quick drink, you go for the quick smoke or toke or up your nose or what have you. And I'm not throwing shade on people for that because I know that it came from somewhere. It's because it suppresses what we feel. It gives you that quick fix to get you out of whatever it is that you're in or experiencing. That too is very powerful. Some people like drinking. I drank to suppress a lot of stuff. And partly because, it helped me loosen up a bit and socialize a bit more. But it also helped me to lower my self-esteem and my inhibitions. But in the end, it didn't help me any of it. It just made it worse. It was that part. It felt good at the time because you didn't think about it until afterwards. When you woke up the next morning, it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? Or you wake up not remembering anything. I think a lot of the time, what happened with me is I probably was roofied most of the time. That's probably what happened. because you could have a couple drinks and not remember nothing. And that's the part of being drugged. And doesn't mean that you have to be drinking alcohol to be roofied either. It's like, wow, you're really trying really hard, aren't you? Because I can feel it when I'm on here too long. You know, it's a part of, you're supposed to be kind, right? But you're not being very kind to me right now, are you? But I am going to get going because I'm going to decorate my tree high. You have a request. I just got, you have a request. What you believe you're hearing. What do you believe you're hearing? And what is your request? Yeah, only us will know. Yeah. And if their darkness don't like it, that's when they lash out at you. Because it's the part that it's hard to comprehend, especially if you've known the person their whole life and they're no longer the same as what they were. So, kita por aqui ang pag-isalay, sulikot ko eh. Oh, kisala ko siya. So, I'm just starting because gala ko tuloy siya kisarang sa inyo ko po. Kalapati ka lang ng tukisa tayo sa lay sulia sa lakalay. Tayong doye, tole patatian no supore. Kaya to tole verga ng totoo. God has given us two hands, one to receive and the other to give. We are not cisterns made for hoarding, but for sharing. I know some that, they don't have a share. And they don't know what sharing is. I'm being told keep going. Winning isn't everything, but the will to win is everything. Alla piscina che si. Che total. Chi se la potriera. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. The first step is the first part of taking the leap of faith. Okay, people think that somebody was kicked out, but what they actually did was they took a leap of faith on themselves. They weren't going to conform. It wasn't about being superior over somebody, it was being in charge of self. With that being said, I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings, most importantly, very good health to anyone and everyone wanting, willing to receive and accept. I want you all to be big, bold, brave. Most importantly, be yourself. Be who you are, not who somebody says you are. Be authentic. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And know that you have more strength than you can comprehend at times. Hope you all have a great weekend. Sending you all love. Kailan pa to kaya sa tatay.